Welcome back, whippersnappers. This is Gramps. We're in Shapes 2 playing the Custom Insane Challenge, customized to make it even more insane. And this is in the Dimension Update. Last episode, we started on this row of tasks. Boom, all these guys. And I was explaining that we're going to attempt to do these, build them up quarter by quarter. So, I think that last batch that just went in, and that one definitely, that's going to be enough. So I'm going to cut these guys off now. Did that kill the trains? Nope, it did not. Okay, so we'll let that, doesn't matter if that other one delivers, because boom. Look at that, we're already at our max. So, this is still going to require some doing. So we still need this same shape that we just did. Okay, but I'm going to add a spacer here. And then put in our shape loader down here. And the reason connected in there. Alright. Then what I want to do, wait, I know what I wanted to do. What I wanted to do, cut these guys off and clear all that stuff out. The reason was because I was looking at this earlier and I want to go ahead and have these go up into the upper level. So those are just going to be in our upper, or you know, the middle level. And then what I want to do, because what I'm going to do is I'm going to start having everything divided in sort of half and half. Okay. And so what I want to do is get our inline stacker like so. Do that. And I'm going to just start delivering shapes. So whatever is on the top is going to come into this final station in this middle section here. Whatever is on the bottom, in this next case, this little half shield, that's going to come in on the bottom. Okay. And I wanted to work on our blueprint shapes, but let me get at least one more bit of this going. By the way, if you enjoy Shapes 2 and you're looking forward to 1.0 coming out, then a like and a follow would be very welcome. We would, I would very much appreciate that. So, all right. Next, what I want to do is these two little chunklets here. So we're going to have red square underneath a red, underneath an uncolored square, blue circle underneath uncolored circle, and then combine those all together. So let's do it. Let's do it. We've got square here. We've got circle here. Where's some blue? We've got some blue somewhere. We've got circles. Here we can paint blue. So let's do this. We're going to, again, use our minor shape. And yes, we'll do 2 layers, but I don't want to do this. Actually, you know what? No. I take it back. We're just going to do this. And then I'm going to do some chopping up. And using my new technique from last episode, where I had these come out the back, I never even thought about doing that. But here we are. So first I'm going to bring these up here and cut them, or destroy half. Okay. I've got a little doggy that wants to be up in my lap. Pick her up. She helps make all these videos. Or her brother does. Both of them. And let's do another 3 here. And then we're going to rotate that 3 times. Yep. I think we can do that there without losing any speed, right? Certainly looks like it. Okay. Then down here, we're going to do the same thing. Let's hide that. All right. Yeah, same thing. And then 3. Okay. So that gets us the same shape, same corner, coming out top and bottom. Now, over here, what we want to do is just take one of these, right? And then all we want to do is paint the bottom one. We want to paint red. Okay. The top one, we're just gonna jump a jump. Okay, so then that gets that one all done. Then we're gonna run it through our good old inline stacker. And kaboom. This is going to be that top shape right there. So, let's get a shape loader. Let's come over here to a shape unloader. I'm already seeing where I have failed. Right? Because that's just one belt going in. We really want to have 4 belts of each shape going in. Alright. Sometimes it's the simple things, you know? Okay, let me rework this. Okay, so I've re-engineered this. You can see these shapes all come up. And we're kicking out 4 on the bottom and 4 on the top. But then we need to go into this. That is going to do a triple rotate. Boink. There, and then on both layers. Okay, now for reals. That is it. That's what we wanted. Okay, so that is, again, going to make that shape. Let's get a train going. Now, we want to do the same thing with blue and a circle. If I can find one where there's circle, circle on the left, then I can just literally copy paste this. Yeah. So that makes that, yes. But we actually want, yeah, we want that to be like so. So we don't need the rotator. So we want this to be in the bottom right. Okay. Then we're going to do the same with this and a patch of blue. We'll grab from right here. Good doke. Now, that is going to make our bottom corner. Our bottom corner. I'm looking up here. Now we're going to need to triple that up for this. So that's fine. That'll be the next stage. But what we want to do in the meantime is have all this go into a stacker depot. Just a stacker depot 1. So we can do this. And we don't care which is on the top, which is on the bottom. So let's get a shape loader. And we're going to run that one into there. Copy this. And run this one into here. And that is going to make this final shape. And I want to, I like doing the trains this way. Having them come off directly from across from there. Oops, that did not work. Okay, that is going to run on in to here. All right. How are we doing on this operator shape, by the way? Ah, it's so close to another level. Alright, we do have 29 research points. Let's do some upgrades. Vortex inputs. Let's do a double upgrade there. Next one's 15. Okay. So that gets us this all doubled up. I'm going to cut that train off for the mow. And yeah, let's just have these guys running on in. So that has given us double the inputs. So we can do that. This one is kind of in the way, so we're going to go down low and bring that up. Okay. So now let's take all this. And double it all up. There we go. Okay. So these guys are going to keep running in. And now these guys can go in. If I have created a train, I have. Look at that. Okay, so this should be working. Yep, it is. Excellent. So that is on its way to creating the... Oh, but I messed up. It's not what I wanted to do at all. Friends. All right. So this is going into the top. That's going into the bottom. How are we going to do this? I think we're going to cut this guy off. And this guy. So we're going to have this train come down here. That's what we're doing. All right. So this same train is going to pick up this guy in the middle layer. Then it's going to pick up this guy in the lower layer. Then it's going to come and drop them both off right here. And our little inline splitter or inline stacker is going to stack them and make that final shape and feed it in. Okay? Yay. All right. Blueprints. Let's do blueprints. Okay, I'm gonna get this train that's got this little compass point. I'm gonna let it get up here. Boink. I'm gonna cut it off. I'm gonna let these guys get cut off. All right. So what we want to do is this. Where we have these guys being painted blue, we don't want them to be painted blue. We want them to be painted cyan. So I'm going to cut off that. And this I'm going to cut off as well. I'm just going to zero it all out. All right. So now we have two painters that have no paint. What we need is one of them. Oh, and that's white. Oh, of course it's white. Of course it is. All right. So we have to paint one of them white and one of them cyan. In the meantime, this is still working. These guys that we have here are going to be run on in to the vortex. Eventually they will dry up and not produce anymore. Okay. So this one, we need this one to be white. And we need this one to be cyan. So yes, this one is also white. So what we're doing here is we are painting the bottom layer white and the middle layer cyan. Okay. That's fine. That's fine. We can work with this. So what we need is for this to be a painter module would be good. Like so. I'm just going to cut you off. But change that to 1. Same with you. And same B1. And then that's going to continue on in the same way that this one is going to continue on. Okay, now we just have to put in click, click, get those working. And actually, we can do that now. Okay, so these two need white ink coming in, white fluid. These two need cyan fluid. So let's make, let's get some cyan fluid going. Now we haven't made mixers yet because we just got that ability. Get rid of that. We don't need that. All right. So mixers, we know how they work. So we need green and blue. And for these, we need 2 per fluid launcher. So, but again, being limited with our self-imposed challenge, what can we do? We do something like this. And of course, this can be made in a stacked way, which is good. So 2 per. 1, 2, 3. 4. 2. Yeah, 2. Yeah, so we need 4 of these doubled up ones. Or we do it like this. And then do a double platform, which I think is more likely what we should do. So that would mean if we were to drop fluids off here and here, and then those fluids come out here. Like so. How do we do those? So, yeah, I was thinking like if we had 2 platforms. Right, and then some of the fluids come in here. Like so. And then some go off this way. But the problem is we need to have 2 of them going that way. Alright, I know what we do. So, yeah. Alright, that still works. So if we have 1... Yep, that doesn't work. Although technically this works, right? All these guys coming in like so. Yeah, I think this works. That goes off to there and there. But then these go out here and here. Could be connected. Yeah, like that, right? So the thing too, again, this always gets me. These pipes will transfer 7,200 liters per minute. These guys are only 1,200. So that means that's times, 4. So that's 7,200. 12 times 4 is 72, right? So those come in. Some of them come in here. So that's 600. That's 1,200. Let's see these liters per minute. Oops. Boink and boink. So does that work? That is my big question. And then we just have that at the end. Then this gets scaled up times 2. And eventually times 3. So what we could do... Oh, one way to make it prettier is we could have fluids coming in this way and this way. Uh-huh. That's all this one. Okay. Goes this way. So there's 2 of them going in here, and then 2 of them coming out over here. Yeah. I think that maybe works better. Okay, so let's try this. If this works, and we did get another little claim in here, yay. If this works, then yay. So our minor fluid, like so, so that gets half of it going in. And now we can just do a fluid unloader here. And a fluid loader here. And let's use that. Okay. So, let's see if this feels like it's working. And after that, we need a fluid loader. It's the first one in. That's going to make our teal. Uh-huh. We do not have this connected. Okay, so that's going to make teal on the middle layer. Now, again, I'm not a big fan of jumpers for fluids, but if you're always... My big issue with that is if it is mixed up and you're going to be swapping it out, like if you have an automatic changing color mixer. But we're not going to do that. All right, so that's teal. This is bottom layer, and this one is also bottom layer. All right, so Let's make one of these pulling from the top layer. Like that. Oops. Yeah, that is working. Okay. And we'll do a fluid unloader here and here. This one is only going to grab from the middle. This one is only going to grab from the bottom. And we'll do a stop and a stop. And then we're going to do a jump. Like so. Okay. Let's see if that works. These ones are all stocked up with shapes. So unloading half the stash here and the other half here. Excellent. I'm going to future-proof this a little bit by moving that back there. And this one just to be samesies. We'll move to there. Okay. So I think that's working. I do love that these are going back and forth. That is really cool to me. That said, I'm not sure this is keeping up to speed, but it looks like it is. I mean, that's looking pretty full. Okay. So that is this. So I'm going to save this just for kicks as color mixer. Now, for white. We want a lot of these elements. I'm going to copy these. I'm going to bring it down here. All right, so we'll get some blue going in there. And magenta. We're going to make magenta. Boom. All right, so that's making magenta. Now we need to add green into this mix. So we can do this. Right? And then have this go into a fluid loader. Then, if we get green coming in here, this should be white. So let's get some green. Right, and then I feel like we've been doing a lot with this one color, and that makes me happy that we are making such use of just one color train. Okay, so this is going to come along here and do a color, a fluid unload. and a fluid unload. 7.7. That. So it's going to come along, it's going to jump and swoop on in here. And we want to do the same thing here. We want to do that there. We want to do that there. So this one is going to be middle layer only. This one, bottom layer only. Jumping over that track. Oh my goodness. Okay, oh, look at that. Why? Okay. If everything I've just done works, then we should be done. But that is not working. Why is this not working? How did we... Ah, we cut this off. This one is good, though. That's teal and teal. Now it's possible this is all... Oh my god, we're down to 45 platform limit points. It's possible this is all bigger than it needs to be, because I think it is. I mean, all together now, this is... That's only 312 platform points. Is that right? Wow, okay. But does it work? Is it making the right shape? Alright, we need to... I'm going to clear those ones out. I'm going to clear these ones out. Clear a bunch of these guys out. You can see that the old blue one is emptying out. Alright. I don't want to just clear this whole loader because, you know, then it's going to delete all those beautiful cyan guys as well. This actually clears out pretty quickly if we tap it. Okay. There we go. There we go. Alright. All those blues are out of there. Now, what is going on here? Why is nothing happening here? Uh-huh, I see it. These guys are coming in on the bottom. Which should be okay. And then these, yeah, these ones are taken from the middle only. Bottom, yeah. Okay, that's fine. Why is it still showing some of these? Oh, got it. Because, yeah. Because only half of them get painted at once. By design. Oh, and this. Oh, yeah, okay, that's another one. Alright, one more. one more thing is we need these guys to be painted cyan. Which, again, should be quick and easy. We've got blue and green right over here. We could do that. Yeah. And then our painter module. Oops. Don't want to jump. Okay. There we go. This is our cyan paint coming in. And this is both... okay. That's just middle, which is fine. That's all we need. And... okay. And we need to get blue added in there. So let's just copy this. Oh no. We do not have enough. Oh, we only have 6. Ugh. All right. Well, my friend over here, it was wonderful while we had you. I don't think there's anything here. Stuff like this is specialized to this build. We don't need it going forward. What about something like this? Oh, this was a nice one. This was a hourglass or checkerboard swapper. I think I'm gonna save that. Board swapper. Okay. Boink. There we go. 434 platform points now. All right. So now we can handle 27. Okay, that's blue coming in, so that will be teal going out. That'll be teal coming into here, and then we just need to take those shapes, load those teal beauties up. Send them on in. Okay. All right, now that should be it for reals. Oh, we do need top and bottom of this. Ugh. Yeah, we do. All right. So that means we just have to copy this up. And open that up. And then down here, yeah, we're getting 2 layers, so that's fine. Okay. That's going to be filling those up. Getting that bottom layer going. So that'll be 2 layers coming in. And again, that's... Yep. That's the bottom one. That's the middle one. And that's just... This is all just duplicating our workflow. Yeah, because I did not have a duplicate stacker. So I can redo all this stuff, and I probably will have to. Okay, now let's get a count. How many platform units are we using? 415. We're using a quarter of our platform units for blueprint points. That's okay. Spike cyan, spike cyan. And this one is white, 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 white. This one is cyan instead of blue. And is that what we're looking for? I think so. Yep. Just 3 layers. Okay, now I truly feel that we should be good to go. Once these start rolling in, which they are about to. Alright, so let's skip forward and see how that's going. Alright, you can see the bottom and the middle layer are correct here. And they're going to slide right in here and get these on top. And that's gonna be it. That's our shape. Excellent. Updated blueprint points are rocking. We're going to have a bazillion and a half blueprint points. This is not working. Why? Why? Why is there nothing in there? I got so into the blueprint points. Ah. I thought I was pretty smart there, didn't I? All right, trains just arrived. We'll get the spikies on top here. And the little shield guys down beneath. And yep, that looks like it. Doke, and now our bigger, fancier blueprint points are coming in. Looking good, looking good. There we go. Yay. All right, we're working, folks. This is all good to go. That's going to do it for this episode. Come on back next time. We'll get this, let's get this task all finished up. We need to set some goals. I think our next upgrade might be the third layer. Third building floor here. Which is 50. Which I think we can get to pretty quickly. Or quickish. That's what, 16. That's 20 right there. So that's 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50. So once we get down to here, we'll be good. We'll be rocking. This one actually seems like it's more linear than some of the others. So that's good. All right. That's going to do it for this episode. This is Gramps signing off.